welcome to this special occasion tagged the International Day of the African Woman with the theme Achieving Equal Representation for Women, Panacea for Inequality, Indignity, and Insecurity. Of course, you are aware that there are three key problems bedeviling Africa today. And these three problems are first, inequality, second, indignity, and third, insecurity. And you agree with me that with all these problems in Africa, we will go nowhere. And this is where the African woman is very, very important in deciding the future of Africa. We've actually come to understand that in recent times, the African woman has been technically, all from time immemorial in Africa, the African woman has been technically relegated to the background. In fact, it is often said that the place of the African woman is in the kitchen. And in some cultures in Africa, the African woman is actually bought. Because when you have to pay for the woman that you want to put in your house as your wife, your pride, you have to buy her just like the way our colonial masters bought Nigeria. Then you will know that we actually have a long way to go. So this year's event is a special one for everyone, and I want to thank the organizers, Awla, African Women Lawyers Association, for doing a wonderful job, for doing a great job. Awla has actually come to stay, is to protect the pride of place of the African woman, is to let us know that the African woman's role is not in the kitchen, does not start in the kitchen, and doesn't end in the kitchen, even if the kitchen is part of the responsibilities of the African woman. But the African woman's role will not end in the kitchen. So, as part of the order of events to mark this year's International Day of the African Woman, we have some uh, programs lined up and how the activity or the activities, as the case may be, will be moderated. It is actually divided into two parts. You have the action and the time. The moderator will have to do the greetings and introduction of the 2021 theme, which is going to be 5 minutes, and that is going to start 3 p.m. 3:05 p.m. and to end in 3:10 p.m. And the second order of events, the second item in the order of event is greetings and introduction of um, some special guests who will be introduced as soon as they arrive, and that is going to be for 2 minutes, and it's going to start 3:10 and to end 3:12. Then the um, the third on the item is a welcome address, and that is going to be for 5 minutes, and it's going to be between the hours of it's going to be between 3:12 and 3:17. Then you have the moderator again, who is going to introduce the president Awla Nigeria, and that is going to be for 3 minutes, and that we will have um, between 3:17 and 3:20. Then we have um, um, all our president's goodwill message. That is the uh, person, amiable Efe Etomi, who is going to give a goodwill message for 10 minutes, and that is going to be between 3:20 and 3:30. Then we will have the next here, we have the introduction of the presentation segment and the bio of the first speaker. And the first speaker here is Dr. Elano Luan Genobi, and that is going to be for 3 minutes, and it's going to start 3:30 and to end 3:33. Then we have Dr. Eleno's presentation is going to be for 15 minutes, and that is going to be um, between 3:33 p.m. and 3:48 p.m. That's from 3:33 to 3:48. Then we have the summary of the second speaker. Okay, the second speaker now, who have to introduce us, Amandi Demeshi Asagba, who is the uh, who is uh, president Ola, the African Women Lawyers Association. The first person we called was Ola, the Nigerian president. Then we have the president, of course. You should understand what it means. Then we have the next person. Uh, then we will take Mandy Demeshi Asaga's presentation for 15 minutes, and that is going to start 3:51 to end 4:06. Then we have Asagba. Then we have the introduction of the third speaker, and that's Barrister Dr. Nena Anoze, and that is going to be for 3 minutes, and that will start 4:06 to end 4:09. Um, then you have presentation. Then we have the um, the questions and answers section. Um, this is open to all. If you have questions to ask, definitely having listened to the speakers, the presentations, you must have actually taken note of some vital points, certain things that they have actually said about the African woman, the how to keep the pride of place of the African woman, how to make the African woman regain her pride of place in Africa, and how the African woman can actually play a role in the fight against insurgency, how the African woman can actually promote equality before the law, how the African woman, how the African woman's rights what can be protected in the light of equality before the law. So we now need, you see, if you look at this event is an all-encompassing event. It's not just for men alone. It's not just for women alone. It's for both men and women. It's for all categories of professionals. uh, we need to actually come out to speak with one voice about the role of the African woman as we celebrate the International Day of the African Woman, today, the 27th day of July 2021. We need to ask ourselves, what are we doing about protecting the African woman? What are we doing about projecting the image of the African woman? What are we doing about projecting the image of the African girl? What are we doing about protecting the image of the African girl child? So these are many questions because from the African, before you have the African woman, you must have you have the African girl. So from the African girl begats the African woman. So if the African girl is not properly taken care of, the African woman will surely have a problem. So we've got to start from the roots. What are the things we are doing? So these are some of the things that we are going to look at. You have your questions, you can ask your questions. We have our notes, we're taking down everything. And we have just 15 minutes for this particular session. And then we move to the next on our item on our program schedule, which is a vote of thanks. We want to thank you so much for a wonderful program. Is the first of its type. We must say, and we thank everyone for being part of it. We hope to organize to have more of these. Within the month, we have a lot of webinar, coming up, to equip, to upskill the African women, to get the African women really up to date with the trends in terms of technology and so many other things that are happening in, in the world of tech vis-a-vis the future of Africa. Thank you very much.